How's it going, guys? We're continuing our Wrath of Cronos playthrough, overview, class discussion, whatever you want to call it. So now we're trying one of the new classes. Now we're doing the Hunter. And rather than just kind of start him off fresh, I thought I'd show you, I've already gotten pretty far with the Hunter in Hexen, actually, so I figured I'd bring it back around to the Hexen game. And just kind of give you a demonstration not only of what a later game character is like, but also, of course, what the Hunter is like. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's show off what the Hunter's all about. Right now, I'm in the Shadowwood hub. This is Darkmere, yes, it is. So let's just kind of break down, first of all, what kind of weapons this guy has. This is the weapon he starts with. It's a machete. It kind of like does some little knife attacks like that. Every now and then he can kind of do a special attack where he, and you notice there he kind of like jumps forward if you see that, kind of, sort of. Every now and then when you're attacking somebody, he kind of like jams his knife into someone's stomach and kind of wiggles it around. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a bug, but it's pretty awesome. If it is a bug, I hope they keep it, because it's really useful. He's actually a pretty good melee fighter all around. His next weapon is the Enchanted Bow. You notice I'm changing the color of my arrow. Well, I'll get to that in just a second. The bow is pretty nice. You hold down the, then the longer you hold this down, the more damage it does. Then you let it go. It's pretty damn accurate. Let's see, yeah, this is the Ethereal Crossbow. I don't know if I have enough mana to use this. Hold on. Crossbow. Ethereal Crossbow? Ethereal. Okay, I can't spell. Boosh, 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 boosh. Just to demonstrate how this works. This is actually a lot like the Heretic weapon, as you can kind of see. Now the alternate fire is a railgun, and it's awesome. Then we have the Glacial Crossbow. Primary fire does that, which does in fact freeze enemies. Alternate fire fires a single shot, but it actually like pretty much insta-freezes somebody. So you like tag them with this, and you notice it sticks around for a while. That's pretty damn awesome. Now what else does he have? He has the blunderbuss. Here's the blunderbuss. It's the gun he gets eventually. Here's primary fire. Here's alternate fire. So you see how that works. Alternate fire kind of pushes you back a little bit. And then, for the life of me, I actually do not remember the name of his super weapon. It's terrible. Oh my god. What the hell is the name of that? Well, there's one way to find it. Let's see here. Hellforge Cannon, that's it. Here. Give Hellforge Cannon. This is his ultimate weapon. Primary fire. Alternate fire. Here, let's actually put it in a non-swampy area. Pretty ridiculous weapon. So, just to show you what his weapons are, but we're going to play the game legitimately. Now, let's break down his stats. As you can see, I've been dumping a lot of points into agility. I kind of mentioned earlier that physical range attacks are really useful for the Hunter, and indeed they are. I've been putting a little bit in the strength, I believe, perhaps, just a bit. Wisdom, I've been putting some points into, definitely. Maybe some in willpower. I think I've been doing strength, agility, and wisdom, actually, just for the sake of that. All right, so let's talk about his trees here, and I'll reload it because I want to save what I've used. So that top tree is basically all about ranged mastery, with the first talent being ranged mastery. You increase the damage of your ranged weaponry, which is very, very useful. That includes crossbows, I believe. But this is primarily a tree all about this, your bow and arrow. Like, if you like using your bow and arrow, this is the tree for you. Because let's go to the next one. Fire arrow. You enchant your bow to shoot flaming arrows, which is exactly what I have here. Flaming arrows. That does AoE damage, and it can occasionally light enemies on fire. It's quite nice. Let's see here. And again, you right-click to cycle between those. And if you have more than one of these arrows unlocked, then you just right-click to cycle through any of them. So as long as you have at least 1 point in any of these arrows, the next one being Ice Arrow, I mean, as long as you have at least 1 point in these, you can just cycle between these different arrow types. Lightning, ice, doesn't matter. So yeah, you can shoot shards of ice. And that actually creates like a spread shot, which is kind of nice. So I don't know. You could use the Glacial Crossbow as well. If you could just be a freezing hunter if you really want to. You'll notice also it branches off to give you precision, which I have unlocked. Look what that does. Increases all of your damage by 50%. But at the cost of draining your mana or your magic, though. See, you get this little aura going. See that little yellow sparks. So there's that. That's always on until I run out of magic. But I do a ridiculous amount of damage with that now. Where is he? Oh. Where are you? Alright, well I'm going to turn that off. Unfortunately, you cannot cancel your arrows. Well, that'd be something that I think would be nice. So, precision. I think precision's pretty damn useful. I'm definitely planning on putting more points into that. Oh, hey. Again, the longer you charge that up, the more damage it does. Maybe you're not into bows and arrows, though, because of that, which is why they have these lovely weapons. Let's see if we can snipe this fool. Oh. Maybe. Wait. Ah. Oh, really? Wait, I probably can hit that guy. Ah. Thought I had him. Boosh. God, I am terrible. There we go. I think I hit him. I don't even know. Anyway, let's get back to the skill menu, shall we? So, the very last one, as I mentioned earlier, the lightning arrow. Chain your bow to shoot a piercing bolt of lightning. I haven't used that yet, but it sounds pretty damn awesome. Now, if we go down to this second tree, it's Blade Mastery, which is all about your machete here. Blade Mastery allows you to increase the damage of your blade-based attacks, which, of course, obviously is this. I've already put 3 points in that, as you can see, because in case I run out of mana ever, then, you know, I always have my blade to back me up. Now, this is a pretty cool tree, actually. You can kind of turn him into a rogue assassin kind of type. Because the next thing is block, which I do have a point in. You go into a defensive position with your machete, blocking incoming projectiles. Attacking from this creates a powerful slash. So check it out. So basically you give this an alternate fire. So it does this. Doing that actually, like, literally reflects projectiles. Let's see if I can give you an example of that. Ah. Sometimes you can actually reflect them back at people. But as you can see, I'm reflecting. And there's our special attack there. Hold on, let me heal. Got my ass kicked there. Check it out. Sometimes it does way more damage than that. There you go, that's how you're supposed to do it. You have to time it just right to really block a melee attack. Ah, hold on. Damn it. Maybe you can't block melee attacks. Maybe it's like... There we go. See, that one did a little bit better. Dick. I'm gonna reload this game anyway. This is all for demonstration purposes, you understand. So that's block. And increase the damage of the slash and effects of the block. So you can make that super attack a little more powerful if you want. And then finally in this tree we have Fan of Knives, kind of like the Rogue from World of Warcraft. You send out several throwing knives all around you, so it's like a nice AoE attack. Third tree, I am not a big fan of, but you know, I think they're actually working on buffing this tree. But it's basically all about traps. So the first one's a bear trap. You place a bear trap in front of you, inflicting damage whoever steps on it. So, you know, you just literally put it on the ground. Here, actually, we have a point in this. Let's try it out. Here, let's actually see if we can trap somebody with it. Here, let's try this guy. Come over here. Step on the... Oh! Well, I think he stepped on it, but again, not really that useful. Well, again, maybe if I put more points in it, it would actually, like, insta-kill. Who knows? But, nevertheless, I mean, it's basically just you put it on the ground and hurt people with it. So, put more points in it, it might be better. If you're the kind of guy who likes to build all these different flechettes here, and use that as your combat style, then maybe just throwing bear traps in there along with your flechettes is the way to go. Maybe you like trapping and throwing, you know, kind of controlling an area that way, you know? Maybe that's your style. I actually see that being more useful for, like, deathmatch than actual, like, single-player games, but... Because deathmatch, people are running around really fast, they might not notice it, and, you know, you might get some damage off of it. Anyway, let's check out the spike trap here. Place a spike in front of you, inflicting damage and creating a spike when stepped on. Interesting. I'm level 12, the next time I level up I could try that. That might be kind of interesting. What else we got here? We got trip bomb. You place a mine in front of you that sends a tripwire in front of it. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Probably if you trigger the wire, it blows up the bomb. That's how I'd imagine it'd work. And then finally we have Obnoxious Trap. Place a trap in front of you that when stepped on fills the room with toxic gas. Sounds pretty cool. So maybe if you really invest in this tree, you get some cool stuff out of it. I've never really tried it, honestly, so I really shouldn't say that it's that bad. But finally, there's the kind of acrobatic prowess tree, I guess you could call it. And at least in the sense that the first skill is sprint, increases your movement speed by 50%. Check this shit out. Let me see if I can give you a good example of it. There's not much... Well, here, yeah, let's just go back and forth here. And then sprint. I mean, look at that. That's just absurd. If you were to bunny hop along with that, which you totally can, I mean, good lord, look at that. That's just absolute, utter insanity. That is completely insane. Of course, that's draining my magic, so... Anyway. But if you want to get a quick getaway, that's not a bad thing. I can't imagine how powerful that would be if you put a bunch of points into it, and I can only imagine. But I think the real highlight of this tree is this. Camouflage. You become stealth, causing monster attacks to miss, be unable to be tracked by seeker missiles. So certain enemies have seeker missiles. That's probably, I'm trying to think, I mean... Well, no, there are certain enemies in Hexen that can have heat-seeking missiles, but, you know, I can also think of the Revenant from Doom. Certain golems in Heretic definitely have that. Certain attacks from Iron Liches in Heretic. I mean, there's lots of enemies throughout these three games that have that, so... And you're partially invisible. Uneditably hit by physical projectiles. Check that out. The second line. So, physical projectiles. What does that mean? Well, that's a very good question. Definitely magical projectiles are most fireballs, if I understand correctly. I would imagine that would include the maces that the elite Ettins have. I think they're called Ettin commanders. The guys who wear chainmail and throw their maces at you. I think they're called Ettin commanders. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Ettin? Is that right? I don't even know. Anyway, the final one is the Raven Companion. Kind of like World of Warcraft, you can get a pet. Or it's more like a summon, I guess, you know, like the Necromancer, which I will make in the next video, and I'll tell you all about that. Well, it's kind of like what I mentioned before with the Cleric. But anyway, so Raven Companion, you summon a Raven that'll assist you in combat. I've kind of seen him in action, and he seems to be pretty cool, so... Anyway, let's reload this game and just kind of pick up right where I left off here with my 4 abilities here. I'm going to stick with, actually, let's go ahead and use our fire arrows. Whoa! I don't know where we are currently in the puzzle, but... I think we're clear. Okay. That was a total miss. There we go. I need to put way more points in the range mastery, apparently. Yeah, it just feels kind of weak, but if I put more points into it, I imagine it'd be much better. It's definitely, these flaming arrows are definitely better. But maybe bow and arrow is not really your style. Maybe you like more railgun attacks. Or maybe you like freezing people. Whoops. I mean, he's kind of like, he's a lot like the cleric in some ways, at least in the sense that he can kind of be a master of melee and ranged attacks. He's just very different from the cleric. The cleric's more about holy stuff. He's much more balanced, whereas this guy just has, he has a lot of options, but he's not as versatile as the cleric, I would say. Ow. He's definitely slightly weaker than the cleric. The cleric has better armor, I would say. Damn, those things are explosive. God damn, AoE damage. Oh shit. He's definitely really good at ranged combat, though. I think the hunter definitely excels in that area. That's for damn sure. Ooh, look at that. Well, I don't think we can tag him with that. Oh. There we go. Definitely need the castle key, apparently. Now check this out. Bring it. Come on. How do you like that? Dude, it's fun playing with this knife. That sounds kind of creepy. It's so fun to play with knives. Okay. Enough being a creepy hunter. I know part of the puzzle's over here. Yeah, but he is not really good at, like, rapid-fire combat. All of his shots are just really precise, you know? Like, he has to be very, very precise on what he does. I believe I know what that door did. That button. Let's use some of our, we have too many red flasks. Okay. What about green flasks? That's green reagents, by the way. What other reagents do we have? We have lots of blue flasks. Okay, so the max is 25. That makes sense. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, grab our castle key here. I'm remembering this hub. This hub is the only hub in the game I really get lost in, for some reason. I've been slowly learning it again, though. I mean, now that we have the castle key, I know we can go up here. Oh, you know what I should have been using? Here, let's turn precision on. Like, basically, as long as you are attacking enemies, you might as well just turn that on, right? Maybe. Yep. Just keep reactivating it as you need it. But maybe not for these guys. Definitely will need it for this. Remember, charge this up. Man, I'm putting more points. I don't know. I might want to level the crap out of ranged combat. Oh, you bastard. Oh, I just ran out of magic. Yeah, really playing this guy well is something I have yet to really learn. I see a lot of potential, though. I just haven't quite mastered this class. Or maybe he's imbalanced. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's imbalanced. He seems like he has a lot of power potential. You just have to know... kind of have to know what you want to do with him, you know? You can't just kind of hop into him and you're like, oh, well, you know... You kind of have to have a game plan, I feel like, for this guy. Do I have the horn key? I don't. But I do have the cave key, apparently. First of all, let's go ahead and take care of this. I have invested a lot into melee combat, so maybe I should be focusing on that for a little while. Oh, ow, damn. Oh. Well, I'm kind of beat the fuck up here. Let me drink some purple stuff real quick. Let's see. Well. Oh, crap. increases my... Oh, did you see that? This also increases my machete damage, I forgot. Whoop. Oh, hey. Snake. Oh, fuck. Forgot about this. Poison. Bad. Ooh, swamp key. Now we gotta figure out which one of these is the right one. Well, it wasn't that one. This one? Ah, okay. Lucky middle. Oh, are you kidding me? Is it not this? Which one is it then? Hang on. Okay. I don't know why. It felt like it wasn't letting me in there earlier. You all saw it, didn't you not? Now I have my bow back. I need to put more into ranged mastery. How much do I have in ranged mastery right now? Let's take a look at it. Ranged mastery 3, blade mastery 3, I mean... I feel like I'm going to be using more ranged weapons eventually than I am, you know, my blade. So I kind of want to put more in ranged mastery, to be completely honest. But let's try out this room. I don't know if I've been in here yet. These guys, I don't think you need precision. The ability, you know. Yes, and then there's oh. It's interesting. It's an interesting playstyle. I like precision, I just don't like activating it all the time. I almost think this is a superior weapon. Pretty damn awesome. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, so there's a switch here. Let's see here. Well, oh, well, let's go ahead and go through there. I don't know if we even need to be in here. Maybe we do. There's always the horn key, which is over this way. Do you guys know about this? If you're ever stuck on Shadowwood, remember this. This very unobvious way to get the key. There's this little room here, right? When you just come in. Hold on, let's redo that. You hop down here, right, from the entrance. Go to the left. There's a little lesson here in Hexen gameplay. And then you hop in here. And now that you've done that, all these rooms up here should be available. But apparently that's how you get the cave key, which I already have. So, oh, but I do not have the swamp key, or at least I didn't until now. You're going to consume a lot of mana with this guy. Magic, that is. Between using precision and fire arrows, which every fire arrow and every special arrow type uses mana. So, or magic, I should say. As well as mana. So he's a really resource gobbly class, but I imagine that if you really, okay, would have precision and fire arrows. One-shotting. One-shotting. I mean, you just gotta make sure you have enough magic to do that shit. Isn't there not a... Oh, I thought there would be a switch in here. Guess not. Now we are back here. Let us just run the hell out of here. Oh, shit. At least I got all the items. What you got? I know you're right here. Ah. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. There we are. Let's double check and see how we're... Oh, shit. Basically, what I'm learning is as soon as the sound stops, I'd imagine that's the full charge. At least that's how it seems to be. You know what I mean? Like this. As soon as you stop hearing the bow creaking like that, I imagine it's at full power. Well, with precision it definitely helps too. Okay, so how are we doing here? We have 2 switches activated, so that's something. Let's see. Where did I go? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a unique class. I mean, you have to be really into the whole shooting people with bows and arrows thing, which, to a certain extent, I really am. I mean, I really enjoy that. Oh, I haven't even been here yet, it would seem. Now, look there, see? That is a black serpent. He fires some really nasty poison shots. Which apparently poison you if they even get close to you. There we go. Let's go ahead and level up here. Let's get definitely agility. So we always like that. Let's see what else. I think we need some willpower for magic regeneration. But we also need wisdom for magic capacity, so let's do that. Okay. Now then, what do I want? What do I want? I'm level 12. I could get a new trap. But I also could get camouflage, I believe. I kind of want to try that out. Level 7 requires sprint, which I do have. Let's try out camouflage. Let's demonstrate this for the first time ever. I've never even seen this. Camouflage activated. Well, let's see how effective this really is. Well, they certainly see me, but can they do damage to me? Let's see how this works. Attack. Okay, so magical attacks still hit me. Wait. Oh, no. You ruined my test. He certainly is aiming improperly, kind of like, you know, partial invisibility in Doom. And they're hesitant to attack me, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that still works. Let's see if he can... Damn. Let's turn on precision now. Yeah, I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm not quite sure how useful camouflage is. It is definitely like partial invisibility, like Doom style. But what does it say it does? I mean... Causing monster attacks to miss, be unable to attract by seeker missiles, and be unable to hit by physical projectiles. So, I don't know. I guess those are not physical projectiles. I guess those maces are actually magical projectiles of some kind. So yeah, you just kind of have to be patient with this guy, basically. If you're all about, like, careful, precise shots, then he's definitely up your alley. And I definitely see how that could be fun, but a lot of people play Doom for kind of in-your-face action kind of shit, not, like, carefully strategized shots. Although, it is kind of fun sniping people. Ah, I'm out of precision. I am just apparently terrible at aiming. Those are blue stalkers, as you saw. They're ice stalkers. Oh god. That's one of the things this little imp dude summons. Huh. Well, I do have the swamp key, so let's try that out. Let's see, do I have any mana potions? I don't. But I got plenty of these. Let's gas up the place. I might need some help. Oh, man. Terrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, God, I gotta do this whole thing over. You can sometimes duck underneath fireballs. Okay, this time I'm not getting camouflage. We tested it out. I already know what it does. Man, I don't know. The hunter might not be my class. I do like him a lot, though. I like his style, like in principle, but I don't know if it's really like my style, like literally for me. You know, all this careful precision and really making sure your hits count. I mean, again, I can see how that can be awesome. I'm not trying to diss the character. I think he's badass. He's just not really mine. I don't think it's really my style, you know. But at the same time, I really enjoy playing as him, so I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm just being really slow right now. You know? I feel like I need to be moving around. I need to be like just running in and bashing the hell out of everyone instead of just taking all these really carefully aimed shots. So again, to each his own, you know? This is a demonstration, if you will. I do love this knife. So I don't know, maybe just the bow and arrow hunter is not really my style. Maybe I need to put a bunch of points into blade fighting and just, you know, parry people and shit like that. Whooshing! Whooshing! Well, or maybe I just need more range mastery. Who knows? And more agility. And wisdom. And willpower. Fragile, too, as I mentioned before. But there you have it. Let's have a little fun here. Give blunderbuss. I don't know when you get this, but you do eventually. Damn. Damn. Okay. Getting a gun with this guy is definitely awesome. Holy shit nuggets. That's awesome. Oh my god, he spawned a bunch of bats. What a dick. What kind of mana does this use? Green? Yeah, green. Damn, okay, the gun's pretty awesome. Pretty damn powerful, too. Damn. Holy crap. Oh, you can't miss, though. It's got a pretty long reload time. Okay, yeah, I dig this blunderbuss a lot. Not surviving too well here. Here, let's throw this bad boy on. Damn. Okay, yeah, the gun is fucking awesome. Holy shit, this thing is super powerful. Oh. Apparently he turns invisible, kind of like the cleric. What was that thing called? The Hellforged Cannon, that's what it was. Alright. Holy crap. That is crazy. Man, they go everywhere. That is craziness. Back here again. That is a pretty badass weapon. So, yeah, I mean, just the enchanted bow is maybe not so much my style, but I definitely love the blunderbuss. I definitely love the Glacial Crossbow. And I definitely like this Hellforged Cannon, so maybe it's just this weapon right here I'm not really feeling. I do like, though, that if you really are into it, you can spec the hell out of it and, like, you know, get all these different kinds of arrows, but I'm thinking if I were to really build a character, I think I would definitely get precision and range mastery, but probably ignore the arrows, and then just, you know, just put a bunch of points in the range mastery, and then kind of switch between maybe getting those blades and things like that, and Maybe going into the cloaking game eventually. Stuff like that, you know. It's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Well, yeah, I don't even know how long this has been going on. But, yeah, I guess we could just kind of call it here. I mean, I've kind of shown you everything there is to see about this class, so... Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this and other Doom things. And, yeah, next time I'll show off the next class and final class of this mod, the Necromancer, who has a variety of really cool things to do. Anyway, alright, later guys.